What's up, everybody? It's me, Mr. P, and today I'm going to be ranking every Fortnite season from Chapter 5 and Chapter 6. And like a usual occurrence now, I'm here with my friend Gordo the Claffball.
Hello, Taste.
Alright, without further ado, let's get into it. To start, we got Chapter 5 Season 1. And I'm going to flat out say that this was my favorite season of all time. It introduced new mechanics like weapon mods, medallions, and it also introduced new game modes like Lego, Rocket Racing, and Festival. The Battle Pass was also really interesting. It had a new Jonesy skin, Peter Griffin was in it, and it also had skins like Hope and Oscar the Tiger, and they were all really cool in general. The map is one of the best of all times. It had cool locations like Snooty Steps, a really vertical layout, and it was a really fun feel at that location. It also had Hazy Hillside, which is a really cool location. It had new items such as medallions, and even though they had all the same abilities, they were really fun to use. The weapon mods were a cool concept, even though not everyone was a fan of bullet drop on the new weapons. People did get used to it pretty quickly. The only negative people had of this season was the new update to the movement, but Epic did eventually turn that back to somewhat normal, even though the animations are still different. But I don't understand why everyone finds it to be such a big deal. So yeah, really fun overall. What's Gordon got to say?
So, first thing first, this dumbass forgot about the Reaper Sniper Rifle, the best in the game. I remember 200 sniping everyone. The medallions were, oh my gosh, the medallions. Don't get me started. When you stack them up, you get more shield and health per second. Average layer, the a billion ammo glitch. It was just a fun season, fun times, fun everything. The train was good. Everything was good.
S tier. Next up, we got Season 2. This season wasn't as good as Season 1, but I don't think it was really that bad, honestly. I think this is one of the greatest battle passes of all time with the Greek god skins. The map updates were pretty cool, although I was pretty sad that they removed Hazy Hillside. It introduced one of the most broken weapons of all time, the Gatekeeper shotgun, and also the mythic counterpart, the Cerberus Gatekeeper shotgun. The green dashes for mobility was a cool item to use, even though it's just a reskin 0 point dash. The medallions this time were a lot more unique, and each boss had their own special medallion, so that made it a lot more interesting and purposeful on where to drop in the map. And the one negative that a lot of people have this season is that they removed a lot of the Greek god items in the middle of the season to make room for the avatar items, which, although the avatar items are really fun to use, it's not a good selling point to remove your main items of the season when it's a Greek god theme. So, yeah, what's Gordon got to say?
Yes. First thing first. The Gatekeeper shotgun is the best ever, but they took out the best sniper scope, 2x sniper scope.
Overall, I think we put it in B tier. Next up, we have Chapter 5, Season 3, Wrecked. Now,
S tier.
don't kill me, guys, but I did not
S
hate
tier.
this season at all. I'm going to ignore what Gordon's saying because he's a little cuckoo. But I actually don't think the season was bad. Especially on that first few days, it was a lot of fun. It was really fresh and unique. Obviously, the flow of the game changed with the cars, and then they had broken items like the Nitro Fist and the Nitro Splash. But overall, it felt really fresh because the reason why this game has been alive for so long is it's scared to change the game. And Rex took a further step to that, and while not everyone liked it, I think it was the right step because it was brave and it shows how Fortnite's willing to go in different directions just to test out stuff. And the community didn't like it, but there was a small group of the community that did like it and enjoyed it. And I think it's a really good season. So yeah, what's Gordon got to say?
Yes. Very chaos. One word to describe the season: chaos. We got Nitro. We got Nitro Fists. We got cars. We got car attachments. I remember driving through everyone's builds with cars, getting like 10 kills a game. And the pros want to whine like a little baby about it the whole entire time. But this was a very good season. Very amazing. I just love it. I love every part. For that's why, guys.
It's definitely not as good as season 1, so I think A tier is fair. Next up, Chapter 5, Season 4. I do think this is a really good season, especially because I am a Marvel fan, so I'm a little bit biased. But I mean, after coming off of Rex where the community vibes weren't at the best spot, it was a good refresh to go back to a more traditional Fortnite gameplay style, even though there's some broken items like the War Machine hover jets and the War Machine arsenal. It was a cool idea to reintroduce something similar to Chapter 2 Season 4 and put a modern twist on it with Chapter 5 Season 4. It had a lot of cool items like Doom gauntlets, the transformable Doom item, which is actually might be the most overpowered item of all time. The Iron Man jets were fun to fly around with. And it actually had one of the best Fortnite events in recent memory. They added new items like the chainsaw. They updated Reckless Railways to Freaky Fields. I don't know why that name. A little sus if you ask me. But let's just say it was freaky in those fields over there. The skins for the Fortnite mirrors were pretty cool. I do think the Battle Pass could have been better. The Jonesy Captain America and the Peely Wolverine skins would have been better suited as item shop skins, and then it would have been a better idea to put actual Marvel characters in the Battle Pass. Mythic Burst Assault Rifle was a crazy weapon, and the locations were all pretty cool, especially Castle Doom and the Raft. The Mysterio Medallion was pretty useless, and the Emma Frost Medallion was overpowered, and the Dooms Medallion was just a reskin Hades Medallion with the Siphon.
This season was really bad.
Guys, pause. Chapter 5 is my favorite chapter of all time, if you couldn't tell.
The season just felt like a remake, a lazy remake, because they didn't have any good ideas.
Gordon may not have been the biggest fan, but I am, and this is
C
my
tier.
video, so it's going in A
C
tier.
tier.
Moving on. What a way to end the chapter. Chapter 2 Remix. You know, everyone considers Chapter 2 the best chapter of all time, and while I don't necessarily agree with that, I understand why. So it was a lot of fun for all the boys to hop back on the game and play some Chapter 2. They did butcher the Battle Pass, I can't lie, that was a pretty crappy Battle Pass. One thing I like is that they changed a little bit from the actual Chapter 2, and they didn't try to make it one-to-one. So they added things like the Snoop Dogg cars that could jump to max height with that glitch. They added the Juice WRLD POI on the map, the Eminem minigun that sung Rap God when he shot it, and the Snoop Dogg drum gun. Had the OG drum gun stats for the first time ever since Chapter 2, Season 2. And it was just overall really fun and nostalgic, and everyone was just having a good time, so no complaints. Gordon?
Okay, so I played this season for 2 days because I got grounded, but those 2 days were the best of my life. I remember going to the ghost area near the agency where the chest is, the secret chest. The grotto came back. I love going in holes first thing.
Yeah, I think this is a pretty easy S tier. Next up, we got Chapter 6, Season 1. This season was really interesting because in the first half I was really good, but I slowed down the updates towards the second half. Now I will say this is a really beautiful season 1 map inspired by the Asian architecture, and it was a really fresh design compared to Remix, which we've already seen before. It introduced new items like the teleportation Oni mask and the fire Oni mask. The teleportation one was a really cool item. The battle pass was decent, a pretty mediocre battle pass. The map felt really big though, and that's one of my main complaints with this season and this chapter as a whole, was that the map just felt too big. And I feel like the game was in a better spot when they had smaller maps like Chapter 4, and I feel like Fortnite just plays better with smaller maps because the game just moves more smoothly. I think it was a really good idea to go back to hit scan weapons rather than bullet drop weapons. Although I do wish they still kept weapon mods in the game because I think that was just a fun objective to have in the middle of the game. And another thing they added this season was the Godzilla boss, and honestly it was pretty underwhelming, especially compared to Doctor Doom, which is really OP. People were expecting Godzilla to be really good, and it just didn't live up to the hype. I believe they had to buff it a few times. Yeah, not best season, but not really a bad season either. So yeah, Gordon, what do you gotta say?
I hate this season so much.
Oh,
Map is too big, but the cute petite sprites were in my lane. Yep, in my lane, in my groove. I'm about to make a move.
The lore was terrible.
so
B
we're gonna
tier.
put that B tier.
Yo, chat, leave a dislike on this video.
Chat. Go subscribe to go. Oh wait, Gordon hasn't got a YouTube channel. Boom. Next up, we got Chapter 6, Season 2, Lawless. This season was really packed with a lot more content compared to Season 1. It added Crime City. It had the King Von Pickle, which is a really fun meme skin. I was enjoying rocking that. They added the Mortal Kombat mythics, which the Scorpion one was pretty bad, but the medallion for Scorpion was pretty good. And the Sub-Zero mythics were decent for mobility. It added overpowered mobility items like the baseball bat. Click sold FNCS this season, which was pretty sad because he could have won it. Exotics had cool features. The black markets were a good mid-game objective. Yeah, I really like the season. Gordon?
First thing first, again, the season was terrible. People like hype it up, but it was bad. The only thing good about these guns that they add later in the season, but the comp was really good. Trios, but Higgs wants to sell. It's just one chug splash, but you want to pop a big pot, and you're playing with a ginger.
This season is gonna go in B tier, but I'm gonna put it above the Greek God season.
B for butt.
Next up, we got the Star Wars season, and this was everyone's worst enemy. Pretty terrible. The Battle Pass, atrocious. Not gonna lie, they added the frickin' Sith Eevee skin and the Wookiee Team Leader skin, which no one cared about. The shotgun meta in this season was pretty cool because it had the Jawa Scatter Blaster, the ACP Scatter Blaster, and those were two pretty good shotguns. Some of the best in the game, in my opinion. There was a good DMR. The TIE Fighters were pretty overpowered, and so were the X-Wings. And once again, another underwhelming boss transformation with the Star Destroyer because you couldn't even control where it goes. It was just pretty underwhelming, especially compared to Doom and even Godzilla.
This guy makes no sense. This season is one of the best seasons in Chapter 6. Infinite ammo, Darth Vader AI. Well, blow my shoes out my socks. Or something like that. Darth Vader AI could say the most amazing stuff I ever heard them say. So I think it's A tier.
Chat, that might have been the most
Actually,
horrendous
S tier.
take I've ever seen.
Yo, I actually like
I
the
think
season.
everyone, and I mean everyone, knows that this season,
Is A tier.
S tier.
Okay, put C.
S
Thank
tier.
you.
Psych, it's D tier. That's what it is. That's
D tier.
straight ass. Straight ass. Not
Yeah,
gas.
ass.
Next up, we got Chapter 6, Season 3. Thank God this season came because I would have probably quit the game if the Star Wars season lasted any longer. It added the most interesting weapon of all time, the kill switch revolvers, which let you go slow motion while ADSing in the air. It added fun mobility items like the base boost and the pom-pom monster thingy, which was pretty overpowered at first, but people figured out how to counter it. It had the spy rifle, which is one of my favorite assault rifles since Chapter 5, without a scoped assault rifle, so it was a pretty interesting shift in the meta. The Daigo boss was a really fun boss to fight, and his mythic spy rifle was really cool. It also introduced the core jumping medallion, which is a really good medallion. Her DMR wasn't horrible, but not my personal preference. The Superman boss, once again, pretty underwhelming. They did buff it after it came out, but it still just wasn't as good as Doctor Doom. But it was at least better than Godzilla and the Star Destroyer. The live event this season, pretty media core. I mean, it was just Superman cutting off some tentacles, and it did tease the bug season, but I mean, nothing crazy. Gordon?
This season was really bad too. The season was just mid. The weapons are mid. Why did they add flags back in the game? Even sprites are mid. The only thing good was a comp scene when Peter and Poyo finding each other in the last game.
I don't think this was a bad season by any means, but
Yo, bro, Chapter 6 is not that good, bro.
D tier.
Not that, yo, chat, can you leave a hate comment?
Next up, we got the bug season. I think Chapter 6 Season 4 had crazy potential, but they sold it in the first half. They introduced the Wrecker Revolver, which was really overpowered at first, so I get why they nerfed it, but that was really fun to use. The Storm Strike was pretty overpowered, but then the worst feature about this is that they removed medallions a few weeks into the season. And that was one of the main selling points, because those medallions are some of the most fun medallions to use in the entire game, and they completely removed it. Removed it. Banished. Banished, chat. Power Rangers? No one cared about that. Power Ranger Mech? Also no one cared about that. Fortnite Mares? Not horrible. But basically by Fortnite Mares, the rest of the season was removed. They changed half the POIs to normal looking POIs, and they pretty much accepted failure and defeat. So yeah, Gordon, what do you gotta say?
They literally just took the bugs out of the bug season. How do you do that? Bug Blaster was good.
But the best in the whole entire season was the airstrike. Oh my flipping gosh.
Airstrike coming in. Boom, boom, boom.
I do think it's better than the Star Wars season, and since it did start off with good potential, I'll put it in C tier.
C minus.
C tier.
Yeah.
Next up, we got the Simpsons season. Now
Oh,
this
oh my
was a
gosh.
breath of fresh air. This was so much fun. The map was bright and colorful. The battle pass was filled with iconic characters like Homer and Marge. It felt like OG Fortnite again with how vibrant and colorful everything felt. It was cartoony feeling. The map was a lot smaller, so the pace felt better. The boss weapons are really cool. Krusty balloon gun and the Homer's mythical attack shotgun. I didn't get bored at all during the season. It was really fun. And I think they should do something like this again.
This map felt like a reload map in a way. Only 80 people could play, and Mr. Blasty was one of the best revolver weapons in the whole entire game. Simpsons season was one of the best seasons of all time, and it was so action-packed, so much fun. The live event was really good. After that, they did the chapter 6 and I'm sorry.
I see it is. Alright, I hope you enjoyed watching today's video. It's been a pleasure as always.
Yes, guys.
Peace out and thanks for watching.
I love all you guys. Mwah.